way to get Delhi to slow down is to use slow motion. India's capital city is loud, colorful, and full of life. And it's where I kicked off my first visit to this vibrant country. After 15 hours in the air, Mom and I were thrilled to be at the Oberoi, New Delhi. Beautiful room, but right now all I can really think about is that bed. But before we could hit the sheets, Linda had to hit her head. So she went like this and then saw the toilet. Oh my God, wait, it does. It looks as if you could. Well, anyways, Linda literally walked right into that glass.
Nose first.
You know what? When you got a one-track mind and you gotta go potty, you could break through glass as well. Okay. Don't worry, her nose was fine. Good morning from India! Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm finally here. Okay, so we're at the Oberoi, New Delhi. How stunning is this? Gorge. So we got in at 4 this morning. It feels like 10,000 hours ago. And then took a little snoozer, and then now we're gonna just kind of explore around the hotel and get some lunch and maybe, if we're lucky, snag a massage as well. The views from the roof were unreal, but we didn't stay long because our stomachs had other plans. The brunch buffet did not disappoint. Mind-blowing. Even trying to figure out all of the different things to eat. I mean, I could easily eat all of it and be 300 pounds afterwards. And I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Bellies still full from lunch, it was hard to imagine eating any more. But Mom and I never backed down from a challenge. So we set off for our dinner reservation at the Spice Route restaurant. Check this out. The whole concept of the restaurant is really to symbolize the journey of life, and there's 9 different rooms in here. But the coolest part of it is what you walk through as you enter, and there's all these pillars, and it symbolizes you coming into this world, and it only allows just one person to kind of walk through all of these, because when you come into life, you come in by yourself. And it's also called the birthday room. How cool is that? It took 7 years to build this restaurant, and all of the wooden artifacts date back to the 16th century. And while I could spend hours looking at the amazing art, the delicious food and wine was calling my name. Guys, the wine glass is as big as my head. Literally. Which is a great thing. After sampling some of the restaurant's best dishes, we left with a sweet parting gift of some classic Indian spices. Now I just gotta learn how to cook that delicious bread. Good morning. Top of the morning to you. We are getting ready for a super great day. We're doing something super special, and I'm gonna put my face on so that I can tell you more about it. We are going to do a city walk through the winding streets of Delhi. And what makes this more than just kind of your average tour is that we're doing it with the Salaam Baalak Trust. And basically what that is a guided tour with some of the kids who actually used to live on the streets of Delhi. And just to kind of put it all into perspective, there are about 100,000 homeless people living in the city, and about half of those people are children. So what's really unique about this tour is that those kids who used to live on the streets are now acting as the guides of the tour and kind of telling their own personal experiences and sharing their unique experiences. And also now they have a home and they're learning, communication skills, and they have a job and a purpose. And I'm just so excited to meet our guide and get going. Should we go? Let's go. We spent the morning with our guide, Asif, who knew these streets well. It's because he called them home when he was 8 years old. To say this tour was eye-opening is really an understatement. But in the midst of this harsh environment sits Salaam Baalak Trust. This nonprofit offers shelter, education, and love for kids living in the streets. We parted ways with the kids and headed to another place that helps the needy, Bangla Sahib. It's one of the most prominent Sikh temples in Delhi. The reason? This. Our guide told us the temple feeds thousands of people each day, and devotees spend hours volunteering their time cooking the food. So I thought I'd lend a helping hand. I just feel bad for whoever has to eat my misshapen chapati. Okay, back at the hotel after, wow, just such an eye-opening and different and honestly a little, not even a little, a very sad morning. And you know, I feel like I'm at a loss for words just for really fully seeing how certain people in our world live their day-to-day lives. And it just puts so much into perspective how fortunate we are in our lives and all the things that me personally I've been fortunate to have in my life. And when we travel, we need to be cognizant of how the people in the countries that we're visiting live. And that was something that I got to experience today. And I think it is important when we travel to make sure to see just all the different aspects of a culture and of a community. And really on any trip or vacation that you take, think about finding ways in which you can give back, or you know, find a cause that's meaningful to you in the destination that you're at, and find out which way, how you can give back and how you can donate, and really try to do your best to make a difference. I think it's important. So we're gonna be now going and visiting a friend that my mom met last time she was in India, and we're gonna have some lunch. After an emotional morning, it was time for a happy evening, celebrating Linda's 60th birthday. Okay, so we're about to eat at Indian Accent, and it is this epic restaurant here in Delhi, and it was actually named the #1 restaurant in India for 4 years in a row. How amazing is that? From the blue cheese naan to the wild mushroom kofta that I can't stop thinking about, this meal was perfection. Oh, and the desserts? Yeah, just wow. But by the end of the meal, our eyes were drooping and we needed to get a full night's sleep because Mom and I are about to go take a Bollywood dance class. And this is totally my thing. She's being such a good sport for going because I think she's dreading this.
And because you're gonna just love watching my
I think it's gonna be so good. This is for the viewers, man. This is pure video gold. I think you guys are only gonna want to see Linda doing her Bollywood dances. So here we go. Okay, we're at the Bollywood dance class, and there's costumes. After a warm welcome and a quick outfit change, it was time to get to work. First up, sticks. I don't know if this was our best look. You guys, this is our instructor, Eddie.
Hey, hi,
Hey!
how are you guys?
All right, Eddie, what did you teach us today? What are they called?
We learned actually dandiya, and then we did bhangra,
Okay.
both are folk dances of India. So we had a lot of fun, and it was wonderful having you guys.
Aww.
Yeah. Thank you.
He's the best instructor ever.
He was with Linda. It was totally uncool.
Linda should never have
This is
sticks.
too
So we gave Bollywood a try.
Both hands together.
The verdict? How are we in Bollywood dance? Not so good. We just completed our Bollywood dance class. Wait. Sorry, I was distracted by the abs.
I think I'm as red as my sari.
We're very sweaty, but it was good.
It was so much fun.
I don't think we're going to be acting in any Bollywood movies anytime soon, but we did it. We're going and seeing all of Old Delhi today, seeing a lot of the different monuments, so super excited about that. And this is officially the start of our tour with Sacred Tours, so that's who we're here with, and they're going to be taking us around Delhi today, and then we're leaving for Agra tomorrow, so we'll be taking you along for the ride. We kicked off the day with a visit to Jama Masjid, the largest mosque in India. The courtyard alone is capable of holding 25,000 people. That's a lot of people. We then set off on a walk through the streets of Old Delhi, stopping, of course, for some food. From there, we hopped on some rickshaws, and that's when the party started. Okay, Mom and I are in a rickshaw.
And Mom's in her favorite place in Delhi.
It is so loud! Oh my gosh. Okay, we're in Chandni Chowk, and this is where you go shopping, and I'm not going to talk much more because you probably can't hear me, but just enjoy the view. The streets of Chandni Chowk are packed, and whizzing through them on a bike is honestly pretty crazy. But our driver, Muhammad, was a real pro. Beep, 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 beep. That's Indian for hello. Beep, see? He said hello. I gotta say, I was sad to get off the rickshaw, but I was happy about this next stop, Humayun's tomb. Check this place out. Here's what's super cool about this tomb. It was the inspiration behind the Taj Mahal. The tomb is where, you guessed it, the Mughal Emperor Humayun is buried. We spent some time walking around and taking pictures, and you could easily spend hours here. But we had to keep it moving. Okay, so we're at Qutub Minar, which is the tallest minaret. You can see it over there. But I like to call it the Leaning Tower of Pisa, Indian style, because you can take really fun photographs. See, she's doing it where looks like you're touching it on the top. You'll just have to see what I'm talking about. This gigantic minaret is 73 meters tall and was built in 1193. And while the minaret is what draws people in, personally, I love the pathways and architecture surrounding it. It's definitely worth a visit. After a long day of sightseeing, my bed was certainly calling my name, but not before I could catch this little concert that was going on. I guess Game of Thrones is the show that unites us all. Thanks for traveling with me. Make sure to leave a comment below and subscribe to my channel if you like what you saw. And for more travel tips and destination guides, head on over to alleabroad.com. And if you're feeling generous, you can follow me on my social media accounts too.